What is up, guys, and welcome back to another Brick in the Mall. We're going to carry on our original save, so let's get on with it. You see, we've just unlocked the basic research, which means now we need to choose the next research that we do for our next part of our mall. What I think we're going to do is go for... See, if we go for clothing, it will take us longer, but it's more profitable in the long term. Or we go for maybe... No, let's go for clothing. So we'll max speed it, and we'll just carry on with this little store that we have at the minute, while we wait for the clothing to unlock. What we can do in the meantime is start building the area that we want our store to be in, which I might use this whole area here. You know what, yeah, I'm going to use the whole area. It's going to cost us 68,000 to lay the foundations for this new store. As you see at the top there, we've got 166,000 left. So we're about 100k after we've built the store. If we get the store ready, at least then once we've unlocked it we can start selling things straight away. What I'm going to also do is go to the first store and change the opening hours. I'm going to go from 6 till midnight, which now means we need to change the people who work for us, our cashiers, to start from 6. Hire some more cashiers, like that. And we want these two to start from 2 o'clock. I don't know. Yeah, from 2 o'clock, isn't it? Sorry. So they're going to work from 4 until 12, which is absolutely fine. And we'll just hire another stock clerk just so we've got that. Again from 2, no sorry, from 4. How long does this one work for? We need to go to 6 and then like that. So now we have the store opening hours changed, so we've got the maximum that we can have at the minute until we go to our research and unlock night hours, which gives us that extra 6 hours of business. But at the minute I don't think we need to. Hopefully this will turn this store profitable. It is currently, see, profit margin's 39%, but we're not making enough money to get rid of our wage debt in effect. We are for the store, but not for the janitors and the janitors and the builders that we have as well. So we need to be able to sustain ourselves while we build this new store. So you see the guys coming to work at 5:30 in the morning, getting ready to go for the day. And now we're open. And hopefully this will help us out money-wise in the long run. So we'll just let this progress on. This store's come along nicely. We do need to think about parking for this new store. I'll probably expand the road off this way and then build some parking up along here. Which I'll wait till they finish the store first, then we'll think about that. But how do I want to do... Probably put the entrance on this side, I think. And then the checkouts along the back row. And probably a storeroom down the bottom. I think that's how we're going to do it, but we'll work this out as we go, really. Yeah. Right, so that's now put in. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to go to road. I'm just going to extend the road along like that. Road up the middle there. Just going to park along on that side. So we've got a gap like that, and then we'll put one more rowing along the back. So that's our parking for this place. We'll let the builders do that while I sort out the interior of the building. So I think we'll have the storeroom something like that. If I go to build objects and put in that door for a minute, that one there, I can try and use the same loading zone, which will be easier for us rather than having to build a second loading zone. I'll put 6 checkouts in along that wall, and then we can fill the rest of the store with clothing, which requires clothing racks, which there are 6 different things you can put on them, and then I believe it's shelf as well. Yeah, so you can put another 4 different items of clothing on the shelving. So it gives us 10 products in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're not sure how we're going to do it yet, but we're just going to start sticking shelves in like that. Get all these in, and I'll go to clothing racks, I think, and start putting the clothing rails in and put them in the right place. It would help. And we can have something like that. So that'll be our clothing store. We just need to wait for this one to unlock. So we're 24 hours through, got another 72 hours left before we can actually sell clothing. But that's alright, because we've still got to put all this parking in, put the shelving in, and yeah. So how do we do for money yesterday? We lost $607 in total, which isn't great, but you can see our sales are up massively. So we are starting to at least make some, we're making a lot more money in this by opening it longer, but we're not quite making what we need to. So what I'm tempted to do is expand this building up so we can get another couple of rows of shelving in. More products, hopefully more sales. Just gonna see. Yeah, so we don't really ever need more than 2. Just about 7 o'clock in the evening is where we're the busiest. And yet, we still only need 2 cashiers to be able to run this smoothly. So, at the minute, that size for 2 cashiers works absolutely fine. You see the clothing store, all the rails are in now. So what I will do is go to assign store and assign that as the store and that as the storage. Then we'll go to manage this store, and we're going to rename this one Ben Against Humanity Clothing, and assign the storage to that one. And again, we're going to open this one from 6 till midnight, because why not? And then I'm not going to hire anyone yet, because we've still got another 50 hours of research to do up here. What I also might do is go to this office and make these guys work 10-hour days, just to speed up the process. So right, we actually made profit today. So you can see we're $12 in. Oh, just as our staff wages come out at the end and ruin it. So total for yesterday we lost $79. Whereas we go into here, we can see it's the first time since the start where we're almost breaking even again. We went down to minus $735 a day. Now we're back up to almost breaking even, which is really, really good. Once we get this in and working, we'll have a lot more. We want to go to roadworks, customer parking. I'll put some more customer parking in these ones. I can't build that last one yet. And then I will go to staff parking and put that in as staff parking as well, because we're going to have too many cars parked up here, so they'll have to start using the customer parking, but that's not what we want. I'll probably run the stretch of parking all the way along the bottom of this as well, but we'll see how it goes. So I think what I will do is expand this. Probably expand it up like that, so we can get another couple of rows in. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So it cost me 16,000 to build the expansion on it, but once that's up and running, that will make an absolutely massive difference to our sales. Right, so now we just wait. Just a waiting game now. We might need to build a second maintenance centre soon, so because the maintenance staff are set to the centre which they work in, this one here, when the builders come in, they start work from here, so once you're starting to build over this side, it takes them an hour in game to walk down, whereas if we built one over here, this would be their main centre, so they would start work here. It's not that bad at the minute, but considering how big the map is, obviously you couldn't run one maintenance centre. So we just unlocked, we just made two total sales of, I think it was 500, was it? Yeah, so we made 500 total sales. Now we've got the new one of making 2,000. Still got the 10k bonus for that, which is very handy at the minute. And then what I'm going to do is go to remove objects, remove that shelf, and then we are going to go, let's just let them do that a sec. I'll go to shelving and put in a couple more rows of shelving, and then I can put in another 2 checkout counters because we'll probably need them. And I think we'll put in that table there as well because we can fit it. Why not? Right. So we'll go. Because we need to assign that as store a minute. So we go to store, drag that over. That's all now the same store. So if I right click on the shelf, I can assign what I want to put in it. So we'll go, we'll put some tools in there, toys. I'm just going to put in the ones that we don't have at the minute, because that will help us out. Fresh bread over there. Okay, now I think I have one of everything. Whereas if we go to the needs at the top, so the orange line is what the demand is, and the blue line is what we supply of that, and it's different tiers to it. So to get to the next tier, you have to have, with a soda you need to have over 50% of a store to be beverages to be able to go to tier 2 on it. So you can't just have a generic, you can just have a generic store, but you won't get the tier 2 bonuses. What I'm just going to do is just stick in anything for now. We'll redo the stores as we need to. So I am seeing there's still those dirty footprints there. So I'm going to go to our maintenance centre, staff. So we've only got one janitor who works from, I'll set you to work from 6 for 10 hours. I'll hire another janitor who can work from 4 o'clock for 8 hours, so then our whole trading day we have a janitor in. Okie dokie. So they're slowly putting in the car park. I'm just going to go and give them more to do. don't quite like how the top of it turns round to face, because it goes to the nearest facing road, and if you've got a road that runs along the top and down, you get this weird looking car park. I'd rather it just be the other way round, so it just joins in with the rows, but I'm sure that'll be fixed at some point. It's not really a bug, it's just how the game decides where to put them. Also, we'll go to store number 1, go to staff, because I believe we are going to need another. I'm going to hire 2 more, 1 to work at 6 and then 1 to work at 4. So we're going to go to 3 checkouts for now. If the queues become too long at the checkouts, we can always then add in another cashier, and if need to be, we can always get rid of this table and put another checkout at the top. So that's pretty well set. Let's just check. We're at 76 hours, so we've only got 20 hours left to research before we can get this clothing store up and running and hopefully make a lot more money. So our daily profit, you can see, once I started building again, we've lost a lot more money, so we're back down to minus $735 a day, which isn't ideal, but now we've got these extra products, we'll be getting closer to that 20, sell 20 different products. That will give us an extra 10,000 bonus. We are starting to see, it doesn't tell us our total sales for today are 112. Our peak's been 132 in the whole time that we've had the game. So we're not going to break our peak, I don't think, today, but I think tomorrow in game we will. Also, what I'm going to do is just add in a couple more customer parking down the bottom here, because what it might be is that not enough people can park here, but they can park on this side, and then they don't want to walk all the way back down here to the store. So I've put a few more car parking areas around. Hopefully that will fix some of the issue. Okay, so we'll just wait for the next day now, really. You see our builder over here, building away through the night. But it's quite a, even when he finishes, it's quite a trek for him to get back to his car to then go home. Also, you can add in more road points. So at the minute we've just got this one entry point. There are another 3 that we can get, and what they do is basically just add a lot more vehicles that come in. So once you unlock one, the amount of cars that will even come to your shopping centre increases. So it's like you're connecting up to a different part of town or something like that. So you get a lot more customers think actually will go into the shopping centre, which is, it costs you, where is it? So you have to research each one. You can see how long they take to do, and then you have to buy, I think it's about 10,000 in game or something like that, where you buy the actual road point. So we'll see how we get on with this store today. Hopefully we'll start turning a profit. I expect today we should be looking at probably being in the green. We can hope. Can't assign those yet either, which is kind of annoying. So currently we've done 89 sales at 3 PM, so we've still got quite a long time left of our trading day to be able to make the rest of this money up. And you can see clothing research has been completed. If I go on the right tab, that one. So we now have our clothing supplier, so we can now supply our store with the products. What we'll go on to next is cold chain, I think. So I'll put my hours into that, and then first things first, we will just go into our clothing store, hire some cashiers. I'm just going to hire loads. There should be 6. So we'll have the first 3 from 6 o'clock, working 10-hour days, and then we'll have the second 3 working from 4 till midnight. Stock clerks, I'm probably going to need 2 at all times. So again, sorry, you guys work from 4 o'clock, then you guys need to do 10-hour shifts. So you can change how long they work for, as you can see, but it also affects their salary. So at the minute I've got the auto salary on. So if as you see as I click and drag, if they work an hour they get $10 per, their salary is $10 all the way up until they work for 7 hours, and they go up to 11, or you can go up to 15 hours and they're on $15 an hour, I believe it is. So you can, rather than hiring more people, you can turn this onto manual and set them how much you want to pay them, but I always just leave it on auto because it's easier. Right, so now what we need to do is assign all of these shelves. So we'll have men's shoes next to women's shoes. Then we'll have men's underwear, men's underwear, men's underwear, and then all these ones can be the women's lingerie, like so. And now we need to assign the rest of the store, so go t-shirts at the top for now. It doesn't really, at the minute it doesn't make any difference where you put the products. I don't know whether that's going to change in the future, so you need to have a better flow to your store. To be honest with you, I don't think that's going to be a thing, but you never know. And then we'll do 3 of each down the bottom. So that will be our clothing store. So it will start from the morning, where our 2 stock clerks have got a big job to come in and stock the entire store for the first day of its trade. See, yesterday we made minus $249, so we're not quite making that profit yet, but I expect today with this store opening will be a lot closer. We might miss by a bit again today just because the store's not up and running properly yet, so it's going to take a lot of the day for the guys, the 2 stock clerks, to actually fill this entire store up. But once they do, hopefully we'll start getting some people come over to the clothing side. So there's the first person, so it's made its first bit of money. See, at the minute we're almost 1,000 down for the day. Money is not really an issue at the minute, so we've got a missed opportunity for restaurants. So people are leaving our centre because there's no restaurants available. So what we can do is we'll have to research fast food restaurants. So we have to have restrooms before we can have fast food restaurants, which actually makes sense. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into restrooms first, because that's another thing that always comes up, saying missed opportunity because there's no restroom. And then we'll look at potentially going into the fast food chain, but it's hard to make money on the fast food restaurants, what I found in this game. So there you go, we've done 20 different product types that we've sold, so we've got an extra 10k, and now we've just got to sell up to 30, which I don't know whether we've got enough. We might actually almost have enough items. We can see already that we're almost making some money on this first day of this sales. Clothing has a ridiculously high markup. There is a way of checking. I think it's, go with that. I'll press on this, you can see the cost price for the men's underwear is between $5 and $10, and we sell it for between 11 and 22. So every item's got its markup on it. And some of the items, like the bottom here, we sell for between $130 and $260. So you can make a hell of a lot of money on this clothing. So that's the first day almost done with the new clothing store, and you can see we're $1,600 in profit just by going for clothing first. It gives you so much more money in the game to be able to actually go ahead and build. So at the bottom here we've done 2 objectives. So actually we did 2 of the same objectives, which was the daily turnover of 100, then 500. We managed to do both of those in one day, and I expect the next day we will do that 2,000. But I think we will leave this episode here, and we'll pick it up in the next one, build some restrooms, maybe even a restaurant at the top here. And yeah, until next time, see you all soon.